Thanks to everyone present here. This is Shikhar Mishra, and I bring forward to you today's topic, which is the postmortem of politics and the much needed answer to the questions, which is the relevance of politics in today's time. Our focus should be on the relationship between time and global politics, and why today's youth has lost faith in the politics, be it monarchy or a democratic system. So let's start by saying this. Anyone says he's not interested in politics is like a drowning man who says he's not interested in water. To give you a Wikipedia definition of politics, politics is a set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations between individuals, such as distribution of resource or status. When I was a child, I could not understand anything about it, be it politics or democracy. I just couldn't understand how does a person who is unknown to me has the power and the right to make rules for me. Till date, I cannot understand the whole concept of politics, and I am sure none of the politicians can actually help me understand it. But I have learned and examined, and most importantly, developed a curiosity towards the most important person in politics, that is the decision making person. And it is very simple actually. If you actively take care of politics, your life stays in your hands, at least symbolically to a certain extent. Of course, you could always turn your back towards all things political, but hoping that someone else to come up with your opinion. But the probability of that happening is like the probability of someone in the jury gifting me with a biryani tonight. And the weight has not taken us anywhere as well. I can say numerous questionable decisions of political authority of a state, be it demonetizations in India, the selection of presidential candidate in US, or to be very basic, the democracy of China. And the list goes and on and on and on. And it tells us the understanding of political forms of government and what has actually gone wrong in them. One might also remember the fact that Indian subcontinent is one of the oldest examples of democracies in the world. The most popular form of politics and its governance. The independent republics of India, the Sanghas and the Ghanas, which existed as early as the 6th century before Christ and persisted in some areas till the 4th century. And yet we sit here discussing the autopsy of political systems, the largest to have ever existed. I believe the null and the improper functioning of these democratic institutions to favor the will of the powerful and the rich is one of the biggest reasons for its failure. The typical and hypothetical divide of religion, caste, ethnicities, and the socio-economic divide of the rich and the poor. With the theory of deliberative democracy and the widespread of it by the 1960s, personal intent and agenda started to overpower all of its nation and its masses, and it went down to be so-called dirty politics that we know today. And after knowing all this, the first question that arises in our minds is that what is the alternative to the power politics that we offer? To name a few, digitalizing the political process is one. The internet and the smartphone has given us enough resources to be a part of politics as well as comment on it. Alternative democracy takes it a step ahead. Instead of waiting for 5 years for the opportunity to elect a leader or a politician that has promised us and not live up to it, we now would be able to intervene and shape political policies through social media and e-technologies. Second one being the distribution of power to non-elective institutions and what you can call the partnership between the elective and the legislature under the direct scrutiny of the judiciary. Now, one might also say as communalism or socialism as also an alternative for it, but that is now again a debatable topic. And I doubt that can be done. But wait, democracy isn't about discussions and topics. Thank you.